Hello, dear listeners, welcome to our podcast.
English learning problems and solutions. Do people face challenges while they learn English?
Yes, learning English can be challenging, but it's also incredibly rewarding.
What are some common challenges people face when learning English?
Well, first off, English has some tricky pronunciation. Words can sound different from how they're spelled, which can be confusing.
You're so right. And then there's grammar. English grammar rules can be complex with lots of exceptions.
Another challenge is vocabulary. There are so many words in English, and it can be overwhelming to remember them all.
Definitely, but there are ways to overcome these challenges. What's your advice for English learners?
One tip is to practice listening and speaking as much as possible. Watching English movies, listening to songs, and talking with native speakers can help with pronunciation and understanding.
That's a great tip. I'd also suggest setting achievable goals. Learning a new language takes time, so it's important to be patient with yourself.
And don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's a part of the learning process. The more you practice, the better you'll get.
Learning English might be challenging, but with dedication and the right strategies, anyone can do it.
Keep practicing, stay positive, and remember that we believe in you.
What is the best way to learn English?
Well, there are many ways to learn English, and the best method depends on your personal learning style and goals. Generally, some effective ways to learn English include practicing speaking with native speakers, immersing yourself in English media such as movies and books, using language learning apps, and taking formal classes. It's important to find a method that works for you and to stay consistent with your practice.
I am not feeling well. I think I'm sick. I am sick today, so I can't go to work. Right now, I am going to call my boss and tell her I cannot come and work. Hi, M's Lily. I can't come to work today.
What is wrong? Why can't you come to work today?
I am not feeling well. I think I'm sick.
I'm sorry to hear that. I was sick last week, too. I had the flu.
What did you do?
I slept a lot and I drank a lot of water. Do you have a doctor?
Yes, I do.
You should call your doctor. And get lots of rest.
Hello, doctor. This is Bobby.
Hello, Bobby. How can I help you?
I am sick, doctor. Please help.
Calm down, let me ask you some questions.
Sure, doctor.
Do you have a sore throat?
Yes, doctor. I have a sore throat.
When did you start feeling sick?
This morning, doctor.
Okay, I am telling medicine's name. I want you to drink lots of water.
Doctor, when can I go to work?
Don't go to work for a couple of days.
Have you ever felt like you might be addicted to social media?
Absolutely. I think many of us have experienced that feeling where we can't resist checking our phones constantly. It's like a habit.
I agree. It's become so ingrained in our daily lives. I find myself scrolling through my social media feeds even when I have other important things to do.
It's a bit scary how much time we can spend on it without even realizing it.
True, and it's not just the time, it's also the emotional toll it can take. Sometimes social media can make us feel anxious or even lonely.
That's right. We often see these perfectly curated lives on social media, and it can make us compare ourselves to others, which isn't healthy.
Absolutely. Al, what do you think we can do to overcome social media addiction?
Well, one thing I've tried is setting specific limits on my screen time. It helps me stay mindful of how much I'm using social media.
That's a great idea. I've also found that taking breaks and spending more time in the real world with friends and family can help reduce the urge to constantly check our phones.
And we can also unfollow accounts that make us feel bad about ourselves or cause unnecessary stress.
Good point. It's all about finding a balance between staying connected and not letting social media control our lives.
Exactly. It's important to remember that social media is a tool, not a replacement for real-life connections. So, there you have it, folks, some thoughts on social media addiction and how we can tackle it. Let us know in the comments below if you've experienced this and what strategies have worked for you.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Speak English intelligently.